So the other day I was at a birthday party and I was talking with a friend of mine. He turned to me and said, "See bro, how am I supposed to make any progress? I've been hitting the gym consistently, but then I come here and start drinking and go back to square one." Now at this point he was already a little drunk, but still I felt for him because it is hard to balance everything in life and there are so many objectives to pursue. So it made me think, could we possibly reduce the number of goals that we should strive for in order to keep track of everything more easily? Well, that's what I did, or at least I tried. 4 goals that, when accomplished, will make you fulfilled. It's kind of like the Infinity Stones, but instead of 6, it's 4. And they are: number 1, build a good physical body, then have a good social circle around you, find your purpose in life, and strive to be wealthy. Those are the 4 I came up with. Now, even if it is just 4, that's still a lot of stuff. So can we really aspire to all of that? Or is it simply unachievable? We all agree that it's possible to achieve one of these things. It's not uncommon to see people that have done it. A guy that's super social or someone that's in amazing shape. However, most of the times, if we look close enough, we start to notice the sacrifices. Perhaps the person who has an amazing social life isn't that well when it comes to mental health. Or the guy that's in amazing shape doesn't have that many friends. He's a bit of a lone wolf. But once in a blue moon, you meet someone that's got it all. Or at least it seems like it. That's what I was asking myself. One thing is for certain, these people didn't just wake up one day with everything. A good body, good friend group, no. It was incremental. Once again, it's like Infinity Stones. Thanos didn't collect all of them at once. It was one at a time. So that's the first thing that we need to keep in mind. We should focus on one goal at a time. The only question that remains is, which objective should we strive to achieve first? And is there a particular order where it becomes easier to conquer all 4 of them? I believe there is. So while trying to figure out the one we should pursue first, my immediate thought was social circle. After all, we start making friends at a young age, so it's not unrealistic to say that we can build a good social circle before adulthood. Question is, do you think your social circle is everlasting? No. It will change over time, right? The people you meet at 12 years old most likely won't be around once you're grown up. Now, sure, as we get older, the rate at which our social circles change starts to stagnate. But since our social circle is something that we built through the years, I don't think it makes sense to say that we should focus on this goal first. It is a never-ending goal. Who's to say that I can't make friends at 70 years old? So putting this one aside because it's a never-ending quest, what's the actual first goal that we should achieve? You've probably guessed it already, but the one that seems the most logical is a good physical body. Why? Because even a 12-year-old knows what needs to be done. Lift heavy, work hard, done. Much simpler than becoming wealthy. Ain't gotta worry about taxes or anything like that. Bonus points if you start doing puberty, because at that age, because of all of the hormones, it's like you got double XP going on. You have the ability to make tons of progress in a short amount of time. I'm not saying that you can't start later in life, however, it will take longer in order to achieve the same amount of progress. Now, those reasons aside, I also chose this goal because in order to reach a good physique, you need to build discipline. And if you get used to it while you're young, it will compound amazingly throughout the years. It's a super valuable skill that can be applied to tons of occasions. So yeah, I believe that the first objective that we should strive towards is building a good physical body. You've achieved a good physique, you've laid the foundation. What's the next goal? Money. That's right. Now, when it comes to becoming wealthy, you may have noticed it's a very broad word. What is the definition of wealth? The good thing is, you are the one who chooses what wealth is for you. You get to define it. For you, being wealthy could be making millions a year, or making $1,000 a month from Bali. You're the one who gets to choose that. I know I've made my decision, but this is probably the hardest one to achieve out of the 4 missions. Why? I mean, everybody loves money, right? But only a small percentage of people actually becomes wealthy. I believe there's a myriad of reasons. First, everyone wants money, as I said, and because it's finite, there's competition. For example, a lot of people want to be in shape, but there's no limit to how many people in the world can be in shape at the same time. But there is a limit to the amount of millionaires that can exist simultaneously. So that's the first thing. But the main reason, I suspect, it's because we need to work hard. Not only work hard, but do it for a long time, years. And I think that's the main reason. Most people just aren't willing to do it. Why would they? The average life has gotten so good to the point that they don't feel like it's worth the effort. They have everything they could ever wish for. They have food, they have internet, more shows to watch than they have time to. Long story short, the average person is comfortable. And that is why this goal is so hard to achieve. We need to drag ourselves out of this comfort zone, and people simply are not willing to do that. I thought of an experiment that I want to see if you agree with me. If you went up to a bunch of 18-year-olds and told them that they could be millionaires if they sold 5 years of their life, I think a good amount would accept that trade. You know, they would do the math. If I lose 5 years, I'll be 23 and a millionaire. Not too bad. The difference between that and the real life is that we have no guarantee. You can spend the next 5 years of your life busting your ass off and completely fail. Now, you lost 5 years of your prime and you're still broke. This, I believe, is the biggest factor that weighs in people's minds. It's the, what if I do my best and it's still not enough? So they never try it. But I mean, it also wouldn't be fun if there was a millionaire on every single corner. So it's a natural selection, I guess. But in the eventuality that you are one of the few that managed to pull it off, all that's left for you to worry about now is, why are you here? What's your purpose in life? And I know it sounds like a rich kid problem. You really have nothing to worry about that you start to wonder, why are you in this floating rock that we call Earth? But that is the exact reason I placed this goal as the last one, because it is a quest that is so time consuming that we shouldn't even worry about it, at least until all of the other ones have been taken care of. And if you manage to do that as well, to find your purpose in life, well then, congratulations. You have officially lived a fulfilled life. You should be proud of yourself. Now obviously this is a blueprint that I have built to stay on track. It fits me, may not fit you, but it's not hard to find yours. You just gotta ask yourself, what type of life would make you proud once you got to 60 years old? And you write that down. And then comes the hard part. Every day you gotta wake up and work to make sure that you can bring that life into reality. But yeah, those are the 4 goals that I believe will lead to a fulfilled life. I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you made it all the way here, I seriously hope you got something out of it. Love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.